live. We are Dances for Kobolds. And tonight, we are doing something a little different for Wednesday. We're playing Tomb of Annihilation, 2 days this week. So tonight, I am joined by DM Patrick. Take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Yes, it is a special Wednesday night edition of Tomb of Annihilation as our party explores the lost and forbidden city of Omu. Tonight, I am joined by...
I am Lorne. I will be playing Baka, a tortured nature cleric who just realized he forgot to change his hit points when he leveled up last time.
Oopsie doodle. Hi, I'm Tara. I'm playing Walker Bow, the Tabaxi Arcane Trickster.
I'm Andy playing Thorn, a Tabaxi Warlock with a Paladin Frosting.
Just a Paladin Dusting.
That's right.
My name's Chris. I'm playing Hollis, the rock and roll rock gnome and silver tongue devil.
I'm Ian. I'll be playing Winthrop Q. Rutherford, explorer extraordinaire, gloomstalker ranger, cartographer, and world-famous vexologist.
Haha. And I am playing Beatrix Caspian Rutherford, a cavalier extraordinaire, quoter of the art of war, and wife of Winthrop.
All right. And now, please forgive me, everybody. This recap from last week is going to be extensive as the party learned a lot of information. They started their day by interrupting an ambush by a group of 1T on a Red Wizard troop. And after initially attacking both groups, our heroes decided to focus on the 1T, killing some, scattering the rest, and then burning and collapsing their escape tunnels. The surviving wizard, Yamok, took you to meet his leader, Zagmira, at their new headquarters in an old villa with a lot of now foul-mouthed parrots on the first floor. Yamok blamed another wizard, Thasma, for training the birds to swear at him, but he says they do make an excellent alarm system. Hollis parlayed with Zagmira, and they came to an agreement to assist each other in finding the rest of the 7 cubes needed to enter the temple where she thinks the soulmonger is. During your parley, she told you about graffiti that they'd found in the guardhouse near the entrance to Omu, that their party was ambushed the first night they were here in an open compound down by 2 shrines at the south end of the city, and that nearby that they found a destroyed camp with a yellow banner. Meanwhile, on the main level, Winthrop had taught some of the parrots to sing, and the parrots then serenaded the party as they left their meeting with Zagmira. Beatrix, during this meeting, sized up the group of Red Wizards. She noted the names of 4 wizards and saw at least 8 mercenaries hired as guards, along with a couple of their undead minions. Previously, Walker had found some Tabaxi arrows in the 1T corpses and realized they didn't belong to her party, and then began stealthily scanning the city for signs of movement. With Thorn's aid, the 2 of them tracked an elderly Tabaxi huntress, Copper Bell, and her partner, Hooded Lantern. And I will say that it was due to some fantastic rolling. I was hoping to actually keep those guys as a running sort of mystery for at least a couple of sessions. But...
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Nope. The 2 elderly Tabaxi were in Omu to claim a hunter's death, stalking dinosaurs and planning on fighting the King of Feathers, the large, mysterious beast you guys have viewed from afar in the fog. Passing the bell tower from Winthrop's dreams, you guys made your way to the former camp of the Company of the Yellow Banner, an earlier expedition from the museum which has funded your trek. You found a moldy parchment left by Lord Brixton, noting that this group was here searching for something called the Eye of Zaltek, and it was believed to be in the Temple of the 9 Gods. Hollis recalled the eye being a large, spiked ruby rumored to be able to resurrect the long deceased. Hollis also scouted out a building for the group to use as a shelter for the night. Winthrop, however, chose to sleep outside with Wanderlust. As you guys slept, the dreams came to those of you who'd been cursed. Winthrop, you again were in the burning and destroyed city, with the robed figure coming closer again to you, now only about 30 feet away. As he opens his hand for you this time, though, there is no key in it. Instead, he points to your right, where you see a woman whose face is half that of a young woman, no more than 18. However, the other half is that of a wizened crone, and she is holding the key. Walker, you dream of the snake eyes overshadowing you and hearing the softest hissing in your ears. It is just saying the name Nisi over and over again. Hollis, you dream of the Eye of Zoltek. A skeletal figure in tattered robes holds a bird cage with the ruby in it. His sunken eyes hold nothing but points of dead light, and he doesn't smile so much as the mouth twists up. You know he is daring you, goading you into taking it from him. Baka, you dream of a gilded mirror on a wall.
Why was I cursed?
Cursed is not cursed isn't actually cursed.
We're not death cursed.
No. You're cursed with nightmares.
It's more, most of these nightmare stuff happened because I wasn't there for that session. This is from dealing with the hag, right?
I thought it was from.
No, this is from different things. From
By the
very
walk.
different things.
Yeah, I thought this
This is
was
the first time this has happened to me.
Yes, it's the first time it's happened for Hollis too. Winthrop started having the dreams as soon as he laid eyes on the city of Omu, and the first character that lays eyes on the city of Omu gets this. Had these dreams over and over. Walker has these dreams.
No.
Yes.
Can't be that. No, it's Winthrop is far more perceptive and in tune with the universe than everybody else. That's why.
Yes. Walker has been having these dreams ever since she got the Pearl of Power from one of the Yuan Ti priestesses. But Baka, you dream of a gilded mirror on a wall. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see your brother's reflection in it. Yet no matter how carefully you sneak up on it, when you look directly into it, your reflection is the one always staring you back in the eye.
I mean,
You
we
all
look
wake.
like each other.
You all wake to the drumming of heavy rainfall. Your water collectors are full, but so is the floor around you. Everything has flooded slightly. You
I'm
through
high and
2
dry.
inches of water. Your clothes and gear are slightly damp. Other parts of your gear are completely soaked through. Just another of the inconveniences the jungles of Chult have offered you. Dave offers you a breakfast of alligator and the last of the berries you foraged for outside the city. Floating past you in this small house that you guys had found, you see actually a couple of children's toys, just reminders of the previous family that used to live there. So with that, what do you guys want to do today?
Okay, so
Ding
Shake off
dong.
the water off my suit, obviously.
No. Everyone knows what the proper answer to this question is. At least anyone in our generation.
Shake.
Same thing we do every night, GM.
Ah,
Try to make this adventure.
I was gonna say ding dong, let's go to the bell tower.
ding
Yeah.
dong, let's find some more keys, yeah.
did anybody have weird dreams last night?
No,
Always.
no, mine were very pleasant.
Yeah, every night so far. But I'll explain mine again.
Yeah, I'll sort of explain mine too. You know, sort of a skeleton with a tattered robe goading me to take the ruby from him.
Is that the same guy
And-
as mine, Patrick?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, same guy.
Yeah, skeleton. So there's a skeleton, lich, vampire, perhaps some
I
sort of
think we're
undead.
gonna
Who
kill
knows
him.
we're here?
We're gonna kill him.
Well, he did goad me into taking the ruby from him, and who am I to back down from a challenge?
Did you take it? Like in the
Well,
dream.
It's a dream. No, it ended.
What do you mean? You don't lucid dream?
No, and neither do you.
Thorn dreamed of there's eating the King of Feathers, had little feathers all over his muzzle.
Did we figure out what the that the King of Feathers is a giant feathered T-Rex?
We're pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's what we suspect, but we haven't been able to actually confirm it.
No,
Yeah,
we
you-
saw it above a mist, and it was the original assumption that, hey, it's flying, but no, it's just really big, and we couldn't see, below the mist to see where it was walking.
And I've been forbidden to try and take it as a trophy, right? Because we're leaving it for the old people to be eaten by it. Then we can take it as a trophy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to suggest that we go
The
check
dead
out
guy.
this bell tower, and then we go straight south and try to get these 2 key pieces from the temples to the south.
Sure.
Alrighty.
All right. So with that, you guys pack up. You wander up over to the bell tower. You pass by, a few other sort of destroyed buildings, and the rain is not letting up, and you can actually hear it, hissing, and the steam coming off of the lava down to the southeast is, extra heavy this morning as it hits the lava and immediately, evaporates.
Oh, that bugs me so much.
Hollis's umbrella is out and floating beside him.
It makes no sense.
What, my animated parasol?
No, there not being a crust of rock on top of the lava.
Well, it would if the lava was so hot, the water was actually evaporating before it hit the surface.
There's megaliters of water coming through a river that size. I guess it's not that deep, though. So there'd be still hundreds of thousands of liters of water going on top of the lava every day.
Oh, look, it's a bell tower.
A lot of stairs.
That's not ominous at all.
No, so you come to the front of a tall, thin building, which you can, barely make out as you walk towards it, that there is, a bell atop that clearly once was used to ring out all across the city.
Oh, this is important.
At the bottom of the tower, you come to a set of large engraved double doors.
Okay, folks, this has suddenly become a side scroller, so keep your eyes open.
Is there text at the bottom on the doors? Engraved.
When you look at it, you can see that engraved in it is an image of the bell radiating energy amongst both humans and dinosaurs who seem to be living in harmony here in the city.
Dinotopia.
Not for long.
Yay!
So, did we think the bell tower, or do we know anything about the bell tower? It doesn't have anything to do with the gems or whatever we have to find in the temple.
It was in my dream, and in it was, what was it doing? It was like warning the city, right?
Yes.
So why are we coming here? Besides, it was the warning. Maybe we're looking for a clue at the top, I guess.
It's also a high point from which to scout.
Yep, that too.
True.
And we might be able to shoot the King of Feathers. We just got to make sure there's a couple tails hanging out.
Thorn is almost tempted to climb up on the outside of the structure, but are there any?
Go on this
windows or
side.
Doors.
This side, there's balconies.
Right. Well,
And I'll go up, or we'll go up the stairs.
I was actually thinking about getting up to the roof of the building next to it.
Oh, there's windows on the opposite side as well. There are windows
Oh no,
Excellent.
no, 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 no.
And technically they're not.
I'm sorry, Thorian isn't here right now. This is a Hollis day.
so Thorn is interested in climbing up to there.
Okay.
Oh,
on
take
the
this.
outside of the wall.
Take this rope up and just in case,
That's true. I could drop it
and
in.
tie it on that parapet right there, just around the stone.
Isn't that a balcony?
Yeah, but there's crenellations on that crenellation. That's the word.
Yeah, and it's almost like a Romeo and Juliet style balcony. So you go in, and it's only about a foot deep. I mean, it wasn't meant for fighting or anything like that. But you're easily able to scale up the wall. That gets you up to, you would assume the second level is it's about 20 feet up.
Okay.
So,
And again, you can see as you climb onto this balcony, there's just sort of dirt and dust, but right now the rain is, sort of pouring and clearing everything away. But there is, a wooden slatted door that is, still holding shut, and, there are a few cracks in it, but, it's not swinging open.
Does it yield to my pushing it open?
Not easily. You can give me a strength check if you figure there's probably a simple latch holding it inside, though, nothing serious.
Maybe I'll wait till someone else comes up from below. Unless unless you guys want me to drop the rope down.
Well, if Deepwalker is going to go up that building, then I'll check this door, I guess, and then we'll go in.
Yeah, I just want to like scamper up and just to kind of like check our backs before we actually go inside, kind of thing.
Wow, look at you scamper.
Scamper, scamper.
All right, so look around. Give me a perception check. Yeah, even with the rain coming down, you get a fairly good view of the city, and you can actually see a couple of red-robed figures leaving from the villa just to your north, heading off what appears to be back up to the northeast section of town, and that is the only movement that catches your eye.
Okay, so it looks clear up here. Nothing coming up our butts. Am I going to keep lookout, or do you guys want me to come in with you? And like I have like maybe like the tabaxis like trade places and like leapfrog on the balconies kind of thing.
Does it look like it would support a couple hundred pounds?
With my perception, do I hear anything on the other side of the carved door?
You do not. You hear the sound of sort of, water and dripping and rain and things like that, but other than that, you don't hear any noises.
We'll push it open.
All right, and it's stuck a little bit, but you managed to force your way in, and you can see inside the tower, you can see the curving staircase, and just on the wall beside it, you see a plaque which is, completely covered in sort of dirt and dust.
Oh, Dave, handkerchief. And I will clean it off.
And you can see that in ancient Omuan, it says, "Here lies Ubtau's prismatic bell, a gift from the father of the dinosaurs that blesses the people of Omu and allows humans and dinosaurs to communicate through divine energy."
What?
Dave, do you think there's a way we could get
Communicate
this
through
on the
divine
back
energy.
of Wanderlust? Let's
Well,
think about it.
We'd have to get closer and see what the actual size of it is, but maybe.
All right, we'll head up.
Hollis is going to poke his head in. Does he see a lot of like candles lit, and does he see a lot of bats flying in patterns?
You don't see any candles lit. There is, a little bit of light that sort of streams down the center of the building because part of the roof is over, but it's a fairly overcast day, so it's very dim inside. You don't see any bats.
No bats, no disembodied Medusa heads flying in wavy patterns.
No, this isn't Castlevania.
Okay, good to know, because I don't have a bullwhip on me. Great, let's do it. So I draw my crossbow, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'll
All right,
draw my anti-plant sword, and up we go.
Okay, what is your walking order? This is a fairly narrow, wooden staircase that you can see on the inside. Thorn, are you listening at the door? Or are you trying to look around? What are you trying to perceive?
Yeah. For the perception, I was doing that right when Walker Bow was doing it. I was also just looking more outside, not at the door for activity from where I could see.
Yeah. Looking around, you don't catch too much motion. You can see that Winthrop below you is excited about something.
Whoops, wrong roll.
Okay.
If that's the roll I wanted, we'll go up and let him in.
Thorn isn't at all surprised that Winthrop is surprised at something.
All right, what is your marching order?
I'm staying on the ground level because I don't trust this structure to support my weight.
While it's safe, I'll kind of stealthily go a little ahead, and Beatrix and Hollis can come up behind.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little ahead as well, just being very, very careful to not just get killed by the structure.
You can't do that. Oh, the structure.
Does it look?
You're gonna say walk quietly.
Does it look?
I can walk quietly.
Patrick, does it look like the stairs are like rotten timbers, or does it look like good solid stone?
Give me a perception check.
Gladly.
Where's the dwarf when you needed him?
Nowhere. 13.
You can see, the first couple of flights of stairs. I mean, it's wood, and there is, some water, but as you're sort of, feeling them. They hold your weight. They feel solid enough.
Okay.
So you guys make your way, I assume, up to the second level. And Winthrop, you can see the door just has a fairly simple latch that is holding it closed. You're easily able to open it up and let Thorn in.
I will say yes, no, we don't need any religion, rugs, cleaning services, or entertainment. And I'll slam the door again.
Wait, well, what are you doing?
Ha ha ha.
Assuming you don't latch it, I'll just push it open.
Yeah.
I'm going to sort of motion to Bakase and just sort of pantomime him, looks solid. Question mark.
All right, I'm going to take out my 10-foot pole, and I'm going to be putting all my weight into tapping on each step to see if it will support my weight before I get to it.
Will the pole support your weight's the better question.
Well, I don't know.
It's a wooden pole.
Yeah, climbing up to the rest of the group, I mean, it takes a few, minutes longer for you as you're testing everything out, and you hear some creaking and groaning, but the stairs have held your weight. So you guys are at the second level. You can see there's probably 3 more flights ahead of you to get to the top of this building.
Well, let's go see this bell, because it looked good in my dream.
All right, so Thorn, are you going to march right behind Winthrop, or are you going to wait for Beatrix and Hollis to pass?
I'll go up after Winthrop. Makes more sense than being behind the densest members of our party.
I get that.
All right, so Walker, yeah, you climb down, run across, and you find yourself behind a very slow-moving Hollis who's tapping everything and going very, very slowly.
Oh no, Hollis weighs absolutely nothing. It's
Baka. So Winthrop, as you cross up onto the 3rd flight of stairs, oh no, keep moving, Thorn. You walked right up there with him. I saw that.
I wasn't sure.
I saw that. You can actually feel the wood rot here and break away. Can I get both of you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as the rotten wood just snaps away beneath you?
What
just
rotten
get out
wood?
of your way here.
Mind this step.
This is why I always tap a.
Yeah, Winthrop, you knew it was going to happen, and you certainly expected it. You just put your foot down, you feel it go through, and you immediately lift it up and slide to the side of the wall. Thorn, you sort of have to pinwheel your arms a little bit, but you manage to hold your balance, and your claws dig into the side of the wall, and again, yeah, you're able to prevent yourself from falling.
If it was my cat, he would have dug his claws into my leg.
And I kind of whisper up to the floor above, "Hey, might want to start checking for those."
Yeah,
Why?
and Hollis, you just barely avoid getting hit by sort of a falling piece of woodwork as well.
Well, let's keep going. There's nothing dangerous so far.
That's all on you, bud.
All right, so Winthrop, you charge ahead, and once again, I need a dexterity saving throw. The wood on the 4th floor here is rotten and wet as well, and gives way under your feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to find these for everyone.
Everything going okay up there, Winthrop?
Yeah, I'm going to use a luck point on that. Damn.
You manage to, your foot goes through, but you do manage to get your hand on it. You take 3 minor damage just from scraping and falling, and you just barely hang on and keep from tumbling down.
Yeah, for each of these steps that Winthrop goes through, I'm going to cast Mending on those steps, and it's an instantaneous thing, and hopefully I'll be able to repair them and shore them up.
Yeah, you're easily, it takes you a few seconds, but you're easily able to just cast Mending, and you can see this sort of waterlogged wood just immediately covers back over with, clean, sort of varnished, repaired wood, and it definitely holds your weight pretty easily.
All right, I give it a test stomp.
I have an image of Baka with this 10-foot pole with Hollis tied on the end, shoring up every step as we're going up.
Well,
Tap, tap,
technically I have mending as well, so I could mend down here to shore up, so I'm not terribly inconvenienced.
I will take my time a little bit on this next.
I just like that your rogue is at the very back and not being able to assist with any of this.
Fools rush in.
All right, so you reach the 5th landing. Winthrop, what do you want to do?
This is the last stair up to the bell tower, right?
Yes.
All right, so we'll wait till at least enough people get up here, and then we'll head up in a group.
All right, mend.
Wait, is that why you're taking so long? Just
So-
jump over them, man.
How far down is Beatrix? Beatrix,
Yes.
you married this man?
He has particular skills, and that's all I'm going to say.
This is from the back behind Baka. Walker Boat starts pissing herself laughing.
I'll hope those skills are particular because I'm just not seeing it.
Winthrop will catch Hollis's eye and just wink.
And Hollis now has
particular set of skills.
and Hollis has sort of a waking nightmare. But go ahead, please continue.
Also,
All right, head
honey, behave yourself. He's been worse ever since we came back to Jolt.
All right, Winthrop, you charge up that last flight of stairs, and once again, it gives way under your feet. Give me a dexterity save, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, you anticipated it, and your foot goes through, but you don't fall. You manage to hang on to the edge of the wall and shimmy your way up.
Pound one, heads up.
It's a good thing I have my umbrella with me.
And with that, Winthrop, you make it to the roof.
All right, so this prismatic bell.
Is everybody joining him?
Yeah, is the stairs, can I avoid the place that's weak, or?
Yeah, you can avoid it. You can walk up along the edges, and you can just climb right up the wall, Thorn.
Indeed. Okay.
Well, and Hollis and I are mending, so
Yeah,
It's-
Thorn was ahead of Hollis, so it depends if he wanted to wait or not.
Nope, I'm mending all the way up.
Is Baka mending your mismends? Like, it's not quite right.
Don't-
I gotta read.
I'm shoring up his work. He's focusing on the steps. I'm focusing on the supports that it leads into the walls. So it's,
Your Baka Vila.
I'm Baka Vila. I'm bringing this building up to code.
I find it insulting that people are questioning my carpentry skills.
You're a
You're a
musician.
bard.
Let's see, is that a riser or is that a tread?
So, as you guys reach the top, you can see that you are on an open-air platform where the bell hangs from a strong wooden framework. The bell itself, getting up to here, you can see is about 20 feet wide and tall, almost as wide as the building itself.
Yeah, we're not getting that home.
Right.
You can see that the structure itself looks to be in reasonable condition, and there is sort of a heavy long chain which holds a wooden beam on it that you can swing back to ring the bell with.
Before we do anything insane like ring this bell, I would like to inspect the woodwork that is holding this bell up.
All right.
And also, let's discuss the sort of arcane, potential complications of doing this.
And I will go out and check the outside.
All right. The wood looks surprisingly solid. You think there's it, as you're looking at it, you can see that etched into it there appear to be different runes and things like that. So this wood obviously has been magically enhanced, and you assume that's probably why it's still in very good shape as opposed to the staircases.
All right, I'll sort of nod my head and look down and go, "It's a magic bell, guys."
And where are you looking, Winthrop? Which direction?
I will. What can I do with one perception check? How much of an arc? Because it's a round tower and it doesn't take me long to walk around it. So I'll check in all, like, do I have to do 2 directions or 3 directions or 4 directions to get everything?
I'd say 2 directions.
Okay, so that is the north, never eat, northeast, south, and the other is west, southwest, and north. There
All
we
right.
go.
So from your vantage point here, you can make out from here, probably the clearest thing you can see is over here, and through the rain, you can make out there's a structure that, you know, looks like it has another sort of fence and an enclosure, and it looks more like a temple than any other kind of building. So you assume this right there is probably another temple.
I will mark it on the map.
And you can see that spanning the river is a large tree or log that has been used to replace whatever had been there before as a way to get across.
Okay. And the other one is for the other side.
The other side, in all of this rain, you know, spanning that same distance, you see that, you know, there's been, you know, there's more flooding that takes place up over here, and you can just barely make out a couple of buildings and structures, but nothing that really catches your eye from up here.
Okay.
Aw, no shinies.
Well, that's
No
not to say there's no shinies. It's just there's no shinies above water.
No shinies.
Are we
We're
gonna-
outside.
Is there a big old clapper ringer thing?
They were-
No, there is hanging from the top beside the bell is a large, you know, looks like a beautiful piece of cut wood that is hanging from 2 pieces of chain that you would pull back and
I see.
hit the outside of the bell to ring it.
Okay, so the plaque below said, "Here lies Ooptow's prismatic bell. It's a gift from the father of dinosaurs." And then I kind of glossed over the rest of that, but it was something like so that humans, dinosaurs can
be friends. It's the
can be
Dinotopia
friends.
bell. It's the Dinotopia bell, and I think we should ring it.
The
Uh,
Dinotopia bell? What are you talking about?
You never watched Dinotopia or read Dinotopia
I,
or have a soul at all?
I read a little bit of Dinotopia. I don't remember no bell.
No, there was no bell, but
question.
I would like to ready the action of if he rings the bell, I'm casting Death Ward on myself. I'm not going to cast it until, like, I'm not going to actually start the casting of it until he actually goes to ring the bell.
All right.
You ain't taking no chances, are you, Baka?
Question.
Nope.
I have full confidence in this offer.
How does this bell look? Because the plaque said, "Here lies Ooptow's prismatic bell." Does this thing look in any way prismatic or shiny?
It's a duller sort of pewter color, but you can see that etched inside it appears to be, you know, a rainbow growing, you know, from end to end. And, you know, from your vantage point, you can look around and sort of make out the city of Omu underneath this rainbow.
all right.
Okay.
So I'll stand behind the bar, pull
And-
out a handkerchief and tie it across my eyes and say, "All right, chaps, tell me what happens."
I'm gonna quickly stuff 2 small shreds of cloth in my ears because I got to protect my hearing. After all, I am a musician.
And Walker Bow, are you
wait,
staying
wait,
in the
wait.
tower? Are you up on the roof?
Oh, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait,
I thought I was
wait,
up on the roof with everyone else. Yes, I'm up on the roof, and
Winthrop?
I just kind of like wrap cloth around my ears and I tie them back.
Winthrop, would you be willing to give us 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is it even smart to ring this bell? Then everything knows we're here.
Everybody already knows we're here.
And it was ringing in my dream, so it might be important. And yeah, okay. And I'll slowly let it back down.
Was it
So,
not possible to
10
just
minutes?
lower down?
I lower the clapper down so I don't ring it.
What are you doing for 10 minutes?
Well, I was going to say, give me 10 minutes, and then I was going to create a bubble of silence for the rest of us to stand in.
Touch himself one last time.
Oh, I see.
Oh. No, that's a good plan.
I thought
Yeah.
so.
That's not bad.
No,
Yeah, that
not
is
you,
a-
Winthrop. Baka. Baka has a good plan, not you.
Yeah, no, whatever we're saying, good plan, just assume it's about somebody other than you, unless otherwise specified.
And the reason I said 10 minutes is because that means I don't have to spend a spell slot to cast silence.
All right. What are the rest of you doing besides standing out in this torrential downpour getting soaked as the water flows off Baka like he was born to it?
Hey, I don't
Well-
mind the water.
I've got a parasol.
I don't know that Thorn needs to be up the top anymore. We've seen the bell.
I'm under the
Thorn's
roof,
gonna
so
head down on the outside.
I prefer to keep my vantage point and just keep a watch out for anything that comes up.
All right.
Hollis will stay up on top, but he'll kind of like stay by the stairs. He doesn't need to like be right underneath this bell, but he does want to kind of feel the vibrations of the bell. It's kind of a see what kind of key it's tuned into, that sort of thing. Musical curiosity.
You gonna let Thorn scale down over the cantilevered?
Yeah, I mean, give me a dexterity check, just because you are doing this in a torrential downpour, and this is an uneven section of wall.
Whew.
You skid for about a foot and a half, but your claws do manage to keep purchase. So, how far down the building are you going? Just down
Where
to
I'd
one
really
of
like
the.
to go is where Walker Bow was on the adjoining building. That's my final destination while the rest of people are coming down.
Yeah, in 10 minutes, I'd say you'd be able to do that.
I'll send Dave to get some because I'm assuming beeswax is a very common sealant, so we'd have some so we can make some earplugs.
Oh, so we're going all Jason and the Argonauts on this.
All right, so you're going to get, so Dave is able to bring you some earwax, and this all happens as Baka is preparing his silent spell. So, say 10 minutes have passed. Baka, you manage to create this void of sort of sound around, does everybody want to sort of crowd around Baka for this?
Yeah.
Where are you doing
Well,
it
I mean,
down
it
here?
is a 20-foot radius sphere, so
Yeah, you'd have to do it in the tower or on the ground.
Well, no, he could focus it just slightly off the tower, so it just catches you guys in the edge of the tower, kind of a thing, I think.
Yeah, I assume we're all huddling around him. Very close.
All right, everyone behind me.
All right. And yeah, I'll say that do you want to keep it so that Winthrop can reach the clapper from inside the silence? Or are you going to step outside of this, Winthrop, to ring it?
If we can do it and there's enough room, I'd like the silence, but if not, I still want to ring the damn bell.
All right. Yeah, I'll say you can.
Ring my
You
bell.
just manage to keep inside. So you pull back. How hard do you do it? You won't be able to hear anything, so.
So I've got my blindfold on because it's prismatic. I'm counting on these guys to see it, but with all my strength, I'm just gonna huck it at the bell,
All right.
which is a lot.
I'm going to keep my fingertips against the ground so I can feel it.
Yeah, and you do that, and you rear back, and you can see the bell shake. And Hollis, you can feel the vibrations. Thorn, on the other building, you hear this heavenly chime, this beautiful sound, and it sort of washes over you, and your fur ripples, and you feel at ease, and then
Do I
start
turn
to
you
see.
on, Thorn?
You also see the tower start to vibrate and shake, and you guys can sort of feel this under your feet, and these whirling vibrations just swirl outwards and outwards and outwards, and the bell falls away and crashes through the floor, plummeting all the way down to the bottom of this tower, destroying the stairs as it falls. Anyone on the roof, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
I checked the wood.
We did!
Wow.
Yeah, we were doing casting mending on anything that looked bad.
Thorn says, "Gosh, that looks bad."
Luck. That's better. Whew, that was lucky.
That's not good for me.
You beat me.
Beatrix?
I think that's academic.
Ah!
Jeez.
God
you
damn it,
guys-
Winthrop!
good
What'd
play
you
with you
get me
guys.
into?
Can you cast as you're falling? Because I got rope trick now. Could I cast it so everyone can try and grab it on the way down?
No.
Yeah, can I try and like grab somebody? No.
Because you're also starting in an area of silence, so
Right.
it would, even part of that time you wouldn't even be able to say anything.
Well, I mean, I could
so-
drop the concentration on it.
It
Which
looks
probably
like
would happen when I'm suddenly, falling through gravity.
based on your 7 bucket is going to drop anyway.
So with that, Walker and Winthrop, you guys are able to leap and grab onto a couple of crenellations and stay atop the tower. Hollis, you fall, and you, luckily, because you failed the save but did not fail by 5 or more, you land in a large sort of wet mud puddle, and it braces your fall, so you only take half damage.
Man.
Unfortunately, Baka and Stephanie, you
No.
tumble all the way down, bouncing off walls, and you guys take. So you two both take 25 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. Hollis, you take 12. And
Holy crap.
as this happens, upon landing, the bell cracks
God
and
damn
lets out
it.
an explosion of radiant energy that then washes all the way up the interior of the building. So I need everyone to give me another dexterity save, please, to avoid this blast of radiant energy that
Damn it.
shoots upwards.
Is Thorn outside of that range?
Luck. Last luck of the day.
No, this radiant energy is going to blast out, and that would get you too. So I need
Wow, all right.
Thorn to make a dex save as well.
Or wait, did Walker and I have to do that? Or is that everybody?
Nice.
You're
That was
so-
everybody. Yeah, that was you and Walker as well.
Yeah. Thorn was so busy laughing at our misfortune that he just caught it right in the face.
Ooh!
And so, yes, Thorn, Winthrop, you guys both take radiant damage as this blast comes out. Everybody else makes their save. And so you guys take 19 radiant damage from this blast of radiant energy from the bell. And then on top of that, the building, the tower underneath you starts to collapse.
Oh my god.
Jesus,
Run.
what
This is
the
just
fuck?
sheer
Wait.
horror.
Still have
So-
pterodactyls to descend on us too, I think.
Oh no,
Don't
no.
give him ideas.
I miss my birds.
And so as that happens, I need everyone to give me a strength check, please.
This is what I'm good at.
Is that an athletics check or a strength check?
Nice.
Straight strength.
Is Thorn safe on this building?
Or
Go. Walker is not safe.
I'm wondering if Thorn at least is okay way up there.
Yeah, you're not part of this. It's just those in the building.
Here's
So
watching in horror as this happens.
I'm
Yeah.
riding this tower down like a Toyota truck.
So with that, Baka, Walker, and Hollis, you guys take another 19 bludgeoning damage as
Jesus.
the building collapses on top of you. And with that, you guys each gain a point of exhaustion. And can I get another strength check to see if you guys can dig yourselves out?
Everyone, or just the people who
Everyone.
are stunned? Oh,
Even us up on top?
I have
You guys are no
claws. I
longer
might
at
be
the
able to
top.
do this.
You guys are all the way at the bottom now as well.
Is there a
Jesus,
section,
Winthrop!
is there a section for exhaustion on the Roll20 character sheet? Or
No.
is that just a
No,
thing I have
it's
to keep
just
track of?
you have one level of exhaustion, which means technically each of those would be. Oh, no, the checks are made. Any checks we make would be made with disadvantage if we get exhaustion.
Yeah.
Nabil,
So
are you under breath? Nabil
He's
comes.
muted.
He comes rushing up from the camp after sleeping in, and we're all fucking buried in the.
yeah, so you guys, with that, you guys are able to dig yourselves out. But yeah, Winthrop and Hollis, you guys have
straight
one
safe.
level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys managed to dig yourselves out of this rubble.
Winthrop, why did you do that?
Thorn will come down at
because
this
it was
point.
part of the plan. Like I literally stopped, and then we did it as we planned.
Maybe if
It didn't do that in my dream.
or it's a nightmare, and maybe we shouldn't listen to nightmares. Maybe
Dreams
the
are a defense in this city.
No, they're not.
I cannot help what I do not dream.
But I'm just saying not to act on it.
And just because I say her name in my sleep doesn't mean there's anything going on.
Whose name you say in your sleep?
Yours.
Well, but there is something going on between us. It's called we're married.
Hollis is gonna pick himself up and just like lay against something solid for a moment, and then just like pull out some travel popcorn and eat popcorn while these two are arguing.
Can I do an insight check to see if my husband is lying to me about that princess he met? That I thought there was something, they shared a weird look, but I thought it was just me being paranoid. Insight check.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Do I get a deception?
Yes.
Damn it.
It failed this time.
Yeah, Stephanie, with the way he's arguing, you're slightly suspicious of him, and you're suspicious of his judgment. Olo, you managed to sleep in, and the rest of the party wandered off without you. You are awoken by the sound of this beautiful, heavenly chiming bell, which is then followed by the sound of cracking and tumbling rocks and yelling. And you think in the back of your head, Winthrop. That's Winthrop. And you stagger up and charge over to where the bell tower is, just in time to see Winthrop and Beatrix having a fairly loud discussion, while Walker, Hollis, and Baca have obviously taken up positions to see if anybody else is going to come after the collapse of this building.
And I hit.
All right.
Keep it down. I'm having a bit of a hangover here, and you're quarreling. It's not helping here.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a bit of a hangover? Oh, we just almost died due to my husband's stupidity.
Yeah, but I drink too much, and therefore I have to run up and start judging people. Like, look at this turtle, honey.
Hollis is gonna slink away behind something solid looking.
Oh my.
All right, and with that, after about a minute or two, from the Red Wizard's home, you see a young female wizard and a couple of burly sort of guards come running down the street. Their weapons sort of ablaze, everything at the ready, until they see you guys in front of the bell tower, and the young woman just sort of stops and just says, "Everything okay here?"
Yeah.
I would say that we've had better days. We've had better starts to our day.
Almost had some more raw material for you, necromancers.
Basically, what happened was my husband rang the bell.
Wait, we discussed the ringing of the bell. Stop acting like I just picked it up and let it go.
Only at your insistence.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like lead. What was your name, Zaltara?
This is Phasma. This is the one that you'd heard about but haven't yet met.
I'm gonna lead. Try to sort of walk over and kind of lead Phasma away a bit. Be like, they're a happily married couple and they're having a moment.
Well, I'm glad you are all right. Zagmir is not going to be pleased that this may bring some attention, but
I'm not pleased either. I can assure you.
we're glad you're doing okay. Was that one of the shrines for one of the keys?
Don't think so. That was some sort
Dinosaur
of
friendship bell.
some sort of prismatic bell. Something about dinosaur friendship with humans. We had examined it. We figured that it would be some sort of beneficial effect, and we inspected it. It looked structurally sound. We don't know what effect might have caused that to collapse. Maybe it was magical in nature. So
we
maybe
find
there's
the sign in the rubble? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe there's collapsing effects on some of these ruins.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's the ruins.
Or maybe it's just the ruins, and I don't
maybe.
know nearly enough about architecture as I thought I did.
Well, perhaps as your bruises fade, you'll come up with an answer.
I'm sorry
Good
to...
luck with your hunting.
Yes, I'm
And-
sorry
and
to...
she snaps her fingers and calls her men back and just say, I'll leave you to it.
So we did not make a friend in Phasma.
These necromancers are somewhat imperious. I'm wondering if we're helping them more than
Judgy.
they're helping us.
Well, who wouldn't be judgy? Are you going to take this back to the museum? It's broken.
We'll take part of it now. I mean, it's broken. We don't need it all.
Walkabout moves
get that-
off.
Get that
Yeah.
bit with where the dinosaur and the friend and the person are shaking hands. We'll take that bit back.
I'm going to suggest that we go get a short rest.
How about a long one? I'm exhausted.
Second
Just
breakfast.
woke up.
You've been awake for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I already want to go to bed. This life is terrible.
Dave, second breakfast.
11 Z's, please.
I don't think
Right
we can
away,
even take
Mom.
a
See, they are made for each other.
And yes, Dave immediately, even in this downpour, pushes open a door and sets up a small fire and starts, brewing some tea and putting things together. And he pokes his head out and just says, "This building looks like it was a bakery. I can probably cook something up in here pretty easily."
Oh, can you give me some scones? Please, dear God, some scones. I want real food.
Scones a la Dave.
I don't think we have the supplies for that, but I'll see what I can put together.
Yeah, Hollis will just kind of keep Dave company and play a nice song of rest if we're going to be taking a short rest in here and trying to recover some hit points.
Okay, yeah. So you guys enter this building and you can see, it was, there are some large stone ovens sort of lining one of the walls. You can see what, clearly was probably a counter at some point. And, just even as you're going in and sort of scratching around, there's a few, old scattered coins and things like that on the floor.
Everybody gets 5 hit points when they're healing.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
Ugh.
Suck.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I feel much better. Who's up for getting going?
Wow. Jesus.
I'm
not
happy with
having a
that.
good day
That
here.
works for me.
So did everyone get like an extra 6? Are you 6? Are you doing the Song of Rest?
Yeah, so everybody gets 5 extra.
Was that because I used it with all my strength? Because my strength is 8. That didn't seem like it would do a lot.
Oh no, if you rang the bell, that happened no matter what.
Yeah. So your error was actually just ringing it, not ringing it poorly.
Well, to be fair, he has been dreaming about it, so
I thought
Maybe
it was
he
important.
shouldn't to listen to creepy nightmares.
Well, here's the thing. Now that Hollis has like 2 seconds to like maybe clear his head and maybe sort of pour over his own recollection of events, would I be able to remember anything like this about like a collapsing a tower rigged to collapse? With I'd like to sort of make a history check on that.
Yeah, you can make a history check. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay, because I inspected the bell. The wood surrounding it looked fine.
Oh yeah, everything looked fine. I mean, you get the sense that it might actually have been the ringing and whatever the energy it let out just made the rest of the tower, might have been structurally unsound. It might have been a trap that somebody laid. You're not sure.
And how's the bell looking? Can we at least...
Oh, it is buried under piles and piles of rubble.
Oh, I guess
But it was at the top.
I guess we're going to send
It was,
Dave.
and then it fell, collapsing all the stairs, and then the
Oh,
building
right,
collapsed on
yeah.
top of it.
I forgot about that bit. Yeah.
yeah,
Now-
it's not in good shape.
Yeah, and now we only have one Dave to try and dig it out.
Excuse me?
Huh. So
And
we
he
were-
brings you over something that's sort of an unleavened flatbread, and he just says, "It's the closest I could come to a scone, Mum."
You
Oh.
fool! It's not Passover.
First of all, screw you. And I'll go to Dave and I say, thank you, Dave. You really did do your best in these uncivilized wilds. And I will gladly eat the unleavened bread.
And it's not flavorful, but it has a half decent texture. He offers it around to everybody else.
Oh yes.
Thorn will pass. He's celiac.
No, Walkerbo has some too.
Oh, in real life and in the game?
Yeah, tabaxi and wheat.
Play what you know.
Oh no, like Walker will eat anything in sight. Om nom nom.
Yeah, in about 3 hours, we're gonna hear.
All right. So with that, you guys take a short rest. The glaring sort of subsides by the end of the hour. Where do you guys want to go? You have 3 temples now that you've located. You've got one here, one there, and the one that was spotted from the tower over there. And you've also got the area that the Red Wizards told you about, which is the compound there where they first got attacked.
No,
I
so that's not a temple. That's just a place where they got attacked.
Right.
Let's try out the one we spotted first, which is closer and maybe less.
Yeah, that's what I was
complicated.
going to say. Let's just try and go for the closest one.
There's a log or something.
Are you
Makes
sure
sense for now.
Are you sure that's not a crocodile just lying there and wait?
We can put some arrows into it.
Yes, let's show that log whose business. Who's boss? Never mind. Yeah,
Like
I'd
that.
say let's yeah,
Into the
sounds
log.
like a plan to me.
All right. So you guys head down the road, past a few more sort of destroyed buildings, a couple of open areas. There's everything sort of viney and grasping. The rain lets up slightly, but the mist is hanging fairly heavily this morning.
I hope the
And-
birds are doing their job.
You guys end up reaching the river, and at this point you can actually even feel some of the heat and the steam rising off of the lava where the waterfall crashes over top of it. And you can see in front of you a fallen tree bridges the river. Its trunk is wider than a man and stretches more than 100 feet. On both banks, you can see ruined buildings, but you can also see on the far side stairs leading up to another sort of raised walkway.
Right. Perhaps Thorn will go across gingerly.
Okay, I mean, it's the tree that's down is almost 10 feet wide, so it's pretty easy to get across, even though it is a little slick with rain.
What's it gonna do? Produce heavenly music, then shoot you in the face with light?
So, and I mean, you can see that beneath you the water does move very, very rapidly, and you get the sense that the current is fairly strong and would pull you quickly towards the
Lava.
lava.
The physically impossible lava lake.
Yeah. How wide is this river?
Well, the tree itself spans 100 feet, so you would be thinking that the river itself is probably about 80 feet wide.
Okay. Could we get a couple of ropes, and just for safety's sake, we have one person across. Let's get a rope, let's string it across, and then let's have that as like a thing to catch on, just in case this thing
All right.
collapses.
Sounds good.
Pass the rope.
All right. Pass the rope to Walker Bow.
All right.
Tie
Scamp,
one end
scamper.
to Wanderlust. That way we can pull anyone out easily.
Okay, so tie the one end to a Wanderlust, tie the other end to me, just in case I slip. And then when I get the other side, I'll tie it off on the other side.
All right. So you start crossing, and as you get about halfway across, from somewhere out of the rain, you just feel this, and an arrow strikes you, and you take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to give me a dexterity save, please.
I actually did not expect to get attacked, otherwise I would have dodged.
Please tell me you tied the rope around your waist at least.
Yep, you managed. You
Oh,
stood
yeah.
for a little bit, but you do manage to get your claws in. But as this happens, you can hear the whistling of another arrow already on its way.
Do we
and
get a reaction,
back.
or is it initiative?
In 1 second. That one also
yes.
hits you. Again, luckily, fairly low damage. You take 5 piercing damage as a second arrow strikes into your leg. And as you're looking, you can again recognize that these are arrows that have the markings of being tabaxi made.
Oh, it's the crazy tabaxi.
Everybody roll me some initiative, please.
Yeah, first you hear Walker Bow screech in pain, and then you hear her shout, "It's the fucking crazy tabaxi!"
Oh,
we don't have tokens.
Yeah, we don't have tokens here.
Yeah, we
No,
do. They're
I'll
on the
take-
top.
Fucking tabaxi.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just mean with this, it's more a matter of whether you guys can sort of spot anything. So I can take it from top of the order. Wow. And so first up, Hollis, you are watching this happen. What do you want to try and do?
Okay. Do I see the direction that these came from?
Give me a perception check, and you're making it with. Yeah, you are have 1 level of exhaustion, so you're doing this with disadvantage.
No. Boo. So I'm like, they're from somewhere, underbrush.
You know they're coming from the other side of the river, but that's as much as you can tell.
Over there somewhere, and if this was Thorian, Fog Cloud would actually be useful here, but I don't actually have anything like that. Okay, well, Hollis is going to attempt to hide for a 12.
All right. Yeah, there's enough sort of foliage and things like that that you think you've just sort of jumped in and ducked away. Walker, you are next one to react. What do you want to do?
Pissed. Bonus action, dodge. I am going to finish crossing, and I'm going to tie it off on the other side.
All right.
Either way, once we're done, we gotta get off on this side. At least this way, if you guys want to come over and help me take care of this, you got a safe anchor.
If you're the last man, you blow this bridge. The Germans are not getting across this bridge.
Wait a minute, what about Dave and Wanderlust?
They'll be fine.
You doubt Wanderlust could make it across this tree anyway.
What about Olor's stuff?
Come back. That was the
We'll
plan.
come back for
You'll be
it.
fine. They'll just go back to the hideout.
You have Echo and Dave to look after Wanderlust, so that, I will never let them sort of get attacked or injured or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
and plus-
That's
It's the same way they can't necessarily take part in combat, so I'm not going to, have them get killed off screen kind of a thing.
that actually is a huge load off. That's great.
Wait, why
Well-
are you guys worried? I'm not. They could drown in a friggin' well.
All right. So
Yes, I assume that's my action. I can't do anything else. I just dodge and I tie it off.
Beatrix has been
That is correct.
rethinking
Give me a
her
survival check
decisions
to tie
lately.
the rope.
Beatrix,
Survival to tie the rope.
And Beatrix, give me your initiative, please.
me, Beatrix?
Yep. Everyone else has rolled into initiative. You haven't yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's like a safe rope. Let's use it.
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
you get the sense that you're dragging. It's wet. The rope is slick. This is not
9.
the best that you have ever tied.
All right, careful
You
crossing.
think you could probably do it again?
I'm not
All right,
seeing the
Thorn.
turn order.
Do it again.
Thorn, and then Baka is up.
Do we have a turn order listed? I'm not seeing it.
No, he's keeping track of it manually.
Yeah, I'm keeping
All right.
track of it manually.
Okay, so I can do a dodge action and move across the log.
No, you would.
Oh, yeah, no, I
you're
can't
not
dodge.
a rogue. Bonus
wait,
action.
yeah.
Yeah, you
But I
bonus
mean-
action, then you moved and dashed.
Okay.
but I don't have enough normal movement to.
You have feline agility. That would
Oh,
be pretty close to getting you across. 'Cause I think that's 60 feet
yeah.
on top of your 30. So yeah, if you moved, dashed, and used your feline agility, you would have
Almost get
enough to get across. Well, no, you would, because it's 100 feet, and that would get you 120.
Okay, I'll do that.
So yeah, in a blur, Thorn charges across the downed tree, and as you are running, there is just you feel a couple of arrows sort of zip past, but none of them are close to hitting the mark.
Okay.
Baka.
Okay. How close is the nearest one?
You can't see who's firing, but they are clearly coming from the other side of the river, and they're just taking pot shots at whoever is crossing the tree, it seems.
Well, you know what? I am going to take point then.
Okay.
So action is to cast Shield of Faith on myself and move out with my shield right in front of me and my big 23 AC.
All right. So yeah, and you head out and put yourself up as a turtle shield, and as you move on out, nothing seems to be coming at this point. Following closely behind you are Olo and Beatrix. Olo, what would you like to do?
The same. As Baka, I'm gonna go along, and if any arrows that are coming in my general direction, I'm gonna try and see if I can catch it and send it back to the receiver.
All right. Yeah, no arrows come your way as you head on out. Beatrix, you and then Winthrop, what would you guys like to do?
So I have to do a dexterity check across, or survival check, or
Neither. The tree itself is fine. The only reason that Walker had to do it is because she got shot with an arrow as she was trying to cross.
Can I see where those two where we're shooting from?
You can give me a perception check on your turn.
I will walk across the log, keeping an eye out for. I will protect myself from the back with my shield, and I will actively be trying to walk and try and dodge anything that comes at me. Can I do that?
Okay. Are you gonna? You can take the dodge action, or you can try and dash and move across a little more quickly. Which would you like to do?
I will take the dodge action.
All right. And so Winthrop, give me a perception check. See if you can spot where these were coming from. With that, you realize that the first ones came from there, but the second ones seemingly came from somewhere closer to there. So whoever it is that is firing is probably taking some time and moving in between shots.
So I couldn't see them. I just saw where the arrow came from. I can't shoot back at them.
With that, your range, yeah, with your longbow, you'd be able to take a shot. You know where they are. You can't, in this rain. Oh, actually, no. You have exhaustion as well. So no, with that perception, you didn't see anything. Never mind.
I will forget that.
The two people trying to perceive where this is coming from are the ones that have exhaustion.
Okay, so my it's the first round of combat for me, so I get an extra 10 feet, so I'll double move, and I can move 80 feet. So I guess I end on the other side of the branch.
Yeah, you are very near the end of the tree as you run past the other three people who are crossing. All right, so with that, we are back to top of the order. So Hollis, you are still on the other side of the tree, hiding in the bushes. What would you like to do?
Okay, so as far as I know, no arrows have come for the last few people to try to cross this bridge, yes?
That is correct.
Okay.
Be fine.
So, do I waste a spell slot on something cool, or do I not waste a spell slot? I will waste a spell slot. Okay. As Hollis comes up, you see Hollis emerge. Hollis is going to try to start crossing over the bridge. You see Hollis emerge from the bushes, and then you see a second Hollis, and then you see a third Hollis, and then you see a fourth Hollis, and four Hollises cross the bridge.
All right, so four Hollises move 30 feet across the bridge and are all sort of standing now just behind Beatrix. Okay, so with that, on the other side of the bridge, Walker Bow, you are up.
All right. No one looks like they're having trouble crossing the bridge.
Nope.
Perfect. I'm going to duck into the bushes, bonus action hide, and I'm going to try and track down the shooter.
All right, give me a perception check.
Come on, perception. Don't let me down.
Through the rain and the steam and everything else, you cannot get a bead on whoever was shooting.
I hate exhaustion. Did I hide? Do I have to roll for that?
Yep, give me a stealth check.
Doink. Really?
You duck down in some trees and bushes and up against a building, so you're not quite sure how you did, but you feel like you're at least out of the eye line. Thorn, you have dashed across this tree. What would you like to do?
Thorn would also like to see if he can spot the source of the arrows. Archer, can I do that now?
Yep, give me a perception check.
Last week, we were doing so well. Today, we are just sucking eggs.
Don't pay attention to your dreams.
I think Thorn is going to stealthily move to sort of the corner there, so you might have a little bit better vantage point. So I'll roll a stealth roll, and that'll be it.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you duck to the side as well. And Baka, you are halfway, well, you're about a third of the way across. You've got your shields on. What would you like to do?
Oh, shoot. I couldn't have shielded. So, because I don't have it prepared. So instead, we're going to say I just took the dodge action last turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will move forward 30 feet. That puts me, what, 60 feet across this thing?
Yep. All right, so you're 60 feet across. Anything else? Any bonus action?
I'm literally just reading up on something here.
Oh, sure.
Okay, because we're doing this theater of the mind and I'm horrible at this, is any of my allies on the other bank? On the bank we're heading towards?
Yes, you've got Thorn and Walker, who are already across, and Winthrop, who's very close.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to spend a 3rd level slot and cast Wind Wall ahead of my party, because it's 120 feet, creating basically a buffer zone that no projectiles can get through.
All right, so yeah, this blast of wind shoots up, and even the rain and the water and the fog all sort of change direction. And as you do this, I will say a couple of arrows come firing out and just immediately get turned around and fire off in random directions. And with that, Olo, you are up.
All right, I'm just gonna just straight up dash and try and see if I can if I can get across.
Yeah, with a dash, you'd be able to get. You're 10 feet from the end, so I'll just say you'd be able to make it.
All right, so 45.
Actually, you're
90
90
90
feet. You
feet.
more than make it.
I was like zoom.
Yeah. So Olo, looking and running in the straightest line you've ever seen him run in, just immediately makes it to the other side of the tree. So we have Beatrix and Winthrop, and I will say, just to move things along, with this wind wall, a couple more arrows come flying out and immediately get deflected away, and then there is just sort of silence. So the rest of you are able to cross fairly peacefully.
You just hear this growling noise coming deep from Walker Bow's chest. She is not happy.
And 4 simultaneous Hollises ask, "Did you see where he went?"
No.
That's an image. You'll have a good light show after this with 4 of them.
I'm my own ensemble.
4-part harmony. You do barbershop quartets.
The only thing I know is that it was a tabaxi, so I'm assuming it's the crazy one that the other elders told us about. Well, yeah, me and Thorn about.
The one they were searching for.
Yeah.
I would like to make another perception check.
All right.
11.
You do not catch sight of any movement or anything else happening in the rain. You do see, however, at the top of this staircase, you can see that this shrine that is at the top has swirly sort of carvings which decorate a couple of obelisks at the entrance to the compound. And you see some tall palm trees.
Okay, what am I calling this one? Palm Tree Temple?
It works as good as anything else.
Right. Okay, well, until we find an animal motif, then I'll update that. So our tabaxi friend may still be in the vicinity. So look alive and try to catch any arrows not with your face.
Or any other exposed body parts.
All right. Can everybody see that easily enough?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, as you guys head up here, let's take a quick 2-minute bathroom break, and we will start you guys off at this temple.
All right, be right back.
All righty, be back.
This looks like a Mike Schley map. You said you had a hard time rounding up maps for this area, right?
Just for the major city, all the temples have their own maps on one page, but like there's no any of the non
Right,
sort of keyed areas have their own maps,
right.
which
that's
isn't too bad, because I mean, even using the main city map and moving you guys around, we can use Theater of the Mind for quite a bit of it. But for other ones with 7 people, it's easier to have proper maps for combat.
2 Olos on the map.
2 Olos. Where's the other Olo?
Top left of the map and one at the bottom where everyone is. I'm gonna drag the other Olo with the rest of the team. So we're both side by side.
Is one from an old token?
I believe the one on the. I'm trying to check the stats for both Olos. Which one's the old one? Because the old one would obviously have less experience than the new one. I'm hoping I wasn't like
Yeah, it was the one on the right. The one on the left is a new one, because I tried to clear off all your old tokens, so I must have just missed that one.
Back. All right.
For some reason, Hollis wants to write a song containing the lyrics all along the watchtower.
This is a big map. I wonder what that means. This map looks as big as the that subterranean.
It means
Ew.
smooth sailing.
Yeah.
It means
No, it just means that there's 9. Like this has all 9 of the temples on it on one page, so each one is fairly small. So you'll see different sections of the map for different shrines.
Oh, that's super handy.
This map is so big.
I was thinking if this map was one temple and we have 9 of them, we're going to be playing this for the rest of the year.
All right, I'm back, and thanks to Patrick, I have made arrangements to pick up cheesecake tomorrow night.
Great, now I have to get cheesecake.
We actually tried a pasta place, Pastucci's or whatever it is, in our area the other night, and they had real like Cheesecake Factory fresh cheesecake slices for desserts. It was pretty sad when you go to a restaurant and you drop almost $100 on food, and the dessert's the best part. The cheesecake was so freaking good, and it was the best part of the entire meal. And it was just like, ugh.
Was it a thimble-sized cheesecake?
No, it was like a good. Yeah, we're never gonna live that down.
My $12 thimble-sized cheesecake. Yes.
Jesus, no, it was $8. It was like an actual proper slice. I had like the red velvet. He had like the banana something, and I had gotten like they have this like beef brisket ravioli. So I had gotten that, and I had it like with like the beef sauce and meatballs, and so I just loaded up, and he bought some stuff, and we both bought stuff for the next day. So we wound up spending like almost like $80 at this place, and the $8 cheesecake was the best thing we had out of like the other like $50 of food.
I feel like I missed something. Is there a cheesecake festival tomorrow or something?
No, it just because I've been having cheesecake a couple of times during sessions. Patrick just asked me if I was having it today, and I was like, no. But now he's made me want it, so I'm gonna go out and get some tomorrow. I'm gonna get the frozen stuff.
He pretty much subliminally made you think I was like, you need cheesecake.
Don't blame Patrick for this.
I'm not really blaming him. I mean, like it was gonna happen sooner or later.
If you're on well, like me, I mean, I'm on a tight budget when it comes to cheesecake. I love cheesecake. So, near my place in North York at Pacific Mall, they opened up Uncle Tetsu cheesecake.
I have yet to
And
go there, but OMG.
I will tell you this right
Stories
now.
I've heard.
It is good cheesecake for $10, but for $10, don't expect that great of a cheesecake. A great cheesecake is going to cost you like 15, maybe $20. But for
Mm.
$10, because I had this cheesecake last month, and it's more fluff than flavor. You're
Ah.
pretty much
That's,
gonna.
that's the Japanese style cheesecake. It's a very different type of cheesecake because it's
I
steamed.
know. I know. I did
There,
not
if you
know
want something,
that.
Hells.
yeah, Uncle Tetsu, their honey madeleines are phenomenal.
Say that again.
They're the honey flavored madeleines that they have.
Honey
We thought that
flavored
was way
Madeline.
better than the cheesecake. Yeah,
I'll have to give it a
yeah,
try.
yeah. Because one of our friends got that just after they opened. Like she lined up for like an hour and a half after they opened, and yeah, we all thought the cheesecake was fine, but the madeleines were way, way better.
Are the is that still happening at Uncle Tetsu's where the lineup goes around the block?
No, because they started opening up more and more branches. Well, I don't mean more and more. They opened up just one more branch at Pacific Mall. There isn't a lot of lineup. I mean, the maximum you might have to wait is maybe 4, maybe 5 minutes. The
Okay,
one in
that's-
down.
Yeah, the one off Dundas, the lineup was down the block, and I'm not sure if that's still the case.
For what now?
Uncle Tetsu's
Uncle
cheesecake,
Tetsu.
because it's a hip new
Yeah.
joint that everybody
Oh
has heard
yeah.
of.
There's a couple different places.
Yeah. So I was just saying. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was telling. Everyone that. I mean, if you're in the, it's not just a slice. You don't get a slice. You get like a whole cake piece, which in my head is a measurement of maybe 10 inches in diameter, 5 inches in radius. So, and it's pretty fluffy. It's really nice. I like it. I mean, I would recommend it for anyone who is in the mood for cheesecake.
Does it use wheat?
I do not know.
Give me
so.
1 second and I can check that out.
To the internet. Sorry.
Yay!
Close RedTube and Pornhub.
Tonight's
Listeners,
special Wednesday night show is brought to you by Uncle Tetsu's and other cheesecakes in Toronto.
It's like eating a fluffy, sweet, cheesy, fatty cloud.
I mean, honestly, if we were meeting together for a session, I've been practicing making cheesecake, and I wanted to like use you guys as guinea pigs. Oops.
I will eat. I will
Uncle
eat.
Tetsu's is not gluten free.
Aww.
Just because of the crust?
I'm not sure. I despise cheesecake in all forms, so I don't know. I asked my roommate. She has had Uncle Tetsu's. She is gluten intolerant.
I think just a quick heads up. Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay then. Okay, this is a bit of a bit of a juggle because the majority of the cheesecake, the cream part is the cream.
Oh no, I just despise it in all manners. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste, and the smell doesn't always enthuse me.
Blasphemy.
Those who those who don't hate the cheesecake, the gluten part comes in the crust, the graham crackers. So if you can find a way to substitute that for non-gluten, I think you'll be okay.
A lot of times I just go crustless, or I make one with almond flour.
Yeah, do that. I mean, you just have to make sure the crust does not break off during the baking or when you're taking it out of the baking pan onto a plate. So you have to be very careful.
All right, everybody back?
Think so.
I think I am.
All
Present.
right. So with that, you guys walking up to this compound area, you can see that swirly carvings decorate 2 obelisks at the entrance. An overgrown courtyard lies under the shade of tall palms. Stone doors seal the entrance to a windowless shrine, with a smaller ruin standing nearby on your left. You can see that above the doors here on the obelisks here, once again written in Old Omuan, you can see the words Unk, U-N-K-H, urges us to contrast all options before acting.
Huh.
Words to live by, Winthrop.
I like that sentiment.
I don't know.
Yeah, Winthrop would have trouble with that.
Do we remember which of the 9 animal spirits Unk was?
Unk was the flail snail.
So this is the flail snail temple then.
Is the flail snail the one with the shiny shell?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the
Absolutely.
rotated. There it is. The rotation was sort of messing with my
So we'd be
alignment.
maybe Thorn will do a perception check just to see if there's anyone here poking around, creeping around.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Yep, I'm gonna take a look as well. Damn.
Woohoo!
All right.
Now, with the rainfall, you don't get the idea that anybody is in the nearby vicinity.
Okay. Y'all stealth forward.
All right, give me a stealth check. Your feet squelch under you as so you can see this sort of ruin to your left. You can tell from, as you walk in that the roof on it has collapsed a long time ago, and you can see a thick mass of plants is just growing from the rubble.
Okay.
Don't get eaten.
Someone else sneak up with me.
Well, not me.
Or
I'll
search forward.
move up and cover the courtyard.
Yeah, I think you're stealthier.
Huh.
All right, so Winthrop, you sneak in and, lightly step over, and you can, see a little bit more of these ruins, and you can see that, most of these walls aren't even that tall. And through the moss, you see hundreds of iron keys hanging from hooks on the wall. Some are bent and broken, and others are rusted beyond repair. The rest look serviceable.
Where's this? On the inside of the walls, or?
Yep, on the inside.
Oh.
Contrast all options before acting.
Well, yeah, that's what the thing said. How
Too
do you
many
know
words.
that?
Too many words.
I thought you read it.
I did.
Well,
Out loud.
did you read it out loud?
I guess so, probably.
Okay.
You guys don't speak good
No,
Chaldean.
please. Winthrop has no inner monologue.
Well, Winthrop and Baka can read it easily enough.
I need to learn Old Shelton.
Well,
You
check
know
the
the-
door.
The best way to learn anything is when you're drunk.
I'll poke my head around this corner just to make sure there's nothing at this side.
All right. Yeah, you don't see anything down the side. You just see more overgrown sort of vines and moss.
Alley's clear.
I check around this area, the left side.
Yeah, everything looks clear. You can see, part of the fence has been sort of shattered and broken, but you don't get any sense that anything's been sort of disturbed or broken. The walls to the shrine itself, still seem pretty solid. Give me a perception check for anything else.
Okay.
No, nothing else, catches your eye. Everything, it looks like the grounds have been untended to, but everything else seems like it's been left alone.
All right. So I just keep heading up. Just keep an eye out if anything else catches my eye. Like if I around this area, anything?
No, I'll say you can circle the entire building. You find, there's sort of a puddle in the northeast corner, but it's just shallow, and there's a few bugs, and you hear the sound of something small sort of skittering away in the bushes as you walk up, but you don't catch sight of anything.
All right. So yeah, I guess pretty much scouted out the entire area. Nothing stood out. I meet up with the rest of the team. I tell them that I didn't find anything else.
All right. What about this little side building here? This guy.
Yeah, that one, again, you can see that the roof has collapsed ages ago. There's a thick mass of plants in it. And, through the moss and everything that's hanging on the walls, you see hundreds of iron keys hanging from hooks. Some are bent and broken. Others are rusted beyond repair. The rest looks serviceable.
Okay, so this is the key room then. Yes. Presumably, at one point, this was a guard shack or something.
Yeah, I think it's more like a religious thing, or like lovers with the locks on the bridges back in Chult.
Are you the key master?
Oh.
Wait, what?
From Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure it was just a reference and not something happening now.
Just a reference.
Someone try the door.
All right, and Thorn, being right in front of the doors, you can tell that these are heavy stone doors that probably weigh quite a few £100 each.
I think Beatrix or Becca and I can, team up and push the door open, or find a switch.
Let's.
Why doesn't Walker Bow check the door for traps?
Yes, why doesn't she?
Yeah, where is she?
God damn it! I'm muted.
And all the pop
talking.
culture references are gone.
Boo.
I've been talking. I was wondering if you guys weren't hearing me. I just didn't even think to check. Anyway, I move up to the door. I will investigate for traps.
Give me a roll.
Investigate.
Investigation check.
Oh, that's a bad investigation check.
You get no sense that they're locked or that they are trapped.
Let's try mage handing this, guys. Because if there is a trap and it's triggered by touch.
Nobody touched it yet.
Right?
Other
Yep.
than
You touch it with your mage hand, and you can't push it. You get the sense it is far too heavy for your mage hand to push, but nothing happens to nothing is set off.
Okay,
Is
does it
there
look
like a
like the doors
keyhole?
push open?
It does look like they could be pushed open. They are
Then
just
I
very
would
heavy.
take out my 10-foot pole. I would say, get behind me, and I would push them open with the 10-foot pole. And if I need more leverage, then I would ask for help from either Ola or Beatrix.
Yeah, and you will need more help. So the three of you grab hold of your pole, and you are able to push one of the doors open finally. And with that, the door swings open, and a little bit of light enters into the temple space itself.
Somebody was glad to see us.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Wop wop.
Yeah,
That's
I
actually
know.
really not funny right now.
What do you guys want to do?
Leroy Jenkins!
Like to watch Baka get in there with his 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Hilarious. I'm still wondering about these keys. Would I be able to possibly make any sense of sort of this wall of keys I'm looking at?
In terms of,
Like just determining the function of these keys. So I get the sense that there's a whole bunch of decoys in here, and like the Holy Grail, I have to use my wisdom to pick the right one.
well, if you got closer, you might be able to inspect them.
Okay, I'm going to start
Clear some of the moss off.
All right, I'm going to stab the ground in front of me with my rapier to see if I set anything off.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, it's an investigation check in order to make sure that I'm not going to set off a trap, right?
Yes.
Investigation.
I say, gentlemen, ladies, would you like to check out this key room first? I would be willing to take a look. And I'll hit that.
All right, yeah, scraping away some of the sort of vines and moss on the ground. You don't get the sense that there are any traps.
Okay, I'll take a step in.
That happens.
Okay, what do I see?
Same thing. Even with this, you just see the walls. Under the moss, you can just see that every wall is just covered in keys, and there are hundreds upon hundreds of them. Give me an investigation check if you want to clear some moss off and take a closer look at a bunch.
Will do. So 8.
Yeah, you pull some of the moss down, and even just with a general cursory glance, it looks like these keys are all made from the same kind of material generally, but there's a variety of sort of shapes and sizes, and that's about as much as you can make out.
Do you mind if I do an investigation check to find anything?
Probably. I'm pretty out of it right now, so please.
No, you pick up the same thing. You scrape off some more moss, and you can just tell that these keys are in varying condition, and they all are different keys. None of them seem to have the same shape. So they all look like they're unique. It doesn't look like there's a whole bunch that are the same and one sort of standing out.
Geez, we haven't even gone in this building yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm considering all options.
What are you, a flail snail?
Thorn will tentatively approach the door.
All right, and as you peer in, you can see that a statue of a giant snail looms before you. In place of antenna, it has 5 pseudopods ending in rocky clubs. So that is that.
So what is it made of? Did you just say that? Is it?
Well, it's a statue. It appears to be stone.
Okay. And large.
Yes.
I got your
Does
back,
this guy-
Thorn.
How
I got you, furry brother.
how do you say how worn out does the statue look? Does it like worn in time? A few cracks and bruises, mosses, anything like that?
Is it going to fall to the floor and crush us?
Something like that.
It's gonna come alive and crush us.
You'd have to get a lot closer to really check that out. As you step into the shrine proper, Thorn, you can also see that along the walls there are 6 iron keys in these niches above stone plinths. And at the far end of the room behind the statue, a carved pedestal in a wide alcove is sitting against the back wall. And as you step into the room,
go ahead and make a
dang good rolls. You start to hear just the sound of sort of
excellent.
gnashing and nastiness.
I call back and say, I'm hearing
Did they eat popcorn this morning
And-
too?
And as that happens,
Alright.
you see 4 tall creatures with gigantic long claws and long tongues dragging out of their mouths come charging up from behind the statue. And
Thorn says, a cleric will
they
be
are
right
going to get. They
Okay, Brian, you
rolled
can
well
say
enough
that.
on stealth that they actually get a surprise round.
Oh.
So 2 of them are going to charge forward, and the first one swings at you, Thorn,
Okay.
and hits. So you take 10 slashing damage, and give me a Constitution saving throw. Or sorry, 8 slashing damage, and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, and I think I might do Hellish Rebuke as well.
Okay.
Constitution. Oops, sorry.
Constitution.
8.
Yeah, you feel your muscles lock up as the claws scratch across you, and you can just feel something burning inside your bloodstream, but you manage to shake it off. What does he need for your Hellish Rebuke?
Right. Sorry.
Dexterity save.
Oh, good. That's it.
And he does not. So, yeah, fire just engulfs this one ghast that hits you, and immediately just it burns up, and there is nothing but a pile of ashes left.
Okay.
Don't fuck with Thorn.
All right. And now the second one is going to take its swing at you. And again, that hits for another 9 slashing, and I need another Constitution saving throw, please. And once again, you are able to fight that off. The last one is just going to move in and try and bite you. And he gets you for 9 piercing damage.
Jeez.
With that, can I have everybody roll initiative, please? Hang on, let me clear the track route.
Oh,
All
that
right.
was I already rolled mine, so I had the lowest one.
Oh, okay. I'll put you back in.
Really?
I'll just,
Really?
And my 18?
Wow. Even did lower than me.
You have disadvantage, so
Do I have
Winthrop
disadvantage
and
on
Hollis.
initiative?
That is a
Good.
dexterity check.
Oh, did I hit initiative with that hit?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
shit.
bards. That's why bards can add some of their bonuses to it.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Can we?
Initiative. Yes.
I get plus. I get my wisdom because of being Gloomstalker.
Yep.
Plus my dex.
So. Yep. So roll me your second rolls, please, Winthrop and Hollis.
Second rolls.
You have disadvantage on these.
Oh, they're
12.
disadvantage.
Oh, is this for exhaustion?
Yes.
Do you want me to roll it too?
So
you
this
didn't get exhaustion, did you?
I thought I did.
And yes, please.
I don't think I can roll lower than a see, what was the... That just gave me false hope, damn it.
and that was a critical wasted roll.
Don't remind me.
Don't worry, you're gonna hit your. You're gonna
Although
hit it
I don't
again.
see your initiative in here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, since I joined the game late, do I have exhaustion?
Nope, because you weren't in the collapsed building, so you didn't get
Oh, it's
exhaustion.
21. I didn't click my thing. There we go.
Yeah, so I'm actually at like a 5. God damn it.
Sorry,
move me down
Patrick,
to-
can you put me on the sheet? I didn't click on my thing.
Sure.
Thank you.
And you might need to move me down to 12.
Thorn's looking around for backup.
It ain't
I
coming
am.
anytime soon, bud.
I am the backup.
What are you talking about?
It's kind of cool.
awesome.
I'm the backup. Glug, glug, glug.
No, true.
My
All
dad
right.
didn't love me.
Olo, you are up first. You have just seen Thorn get scratched and attacked. What do you want to do?
All right, so I'll take his place, run in front of these two, and I don't know if I could distract them, but if Thorn's tone comes,
Distract them with your fists.
I wish I had a middle finger, but with
Yes.
3 fingers, can I
Fist
use
of
my
the-
index finger as a middle finger? Okay, never mind. That's too much.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind. One of them, there's still 4 of them. I mistook an armor class for their hit points. Your Hellish Rebuke didn't kill a dude, but it did injure him.
All right, so oh shit, there's 3 of them. Okay,
Yeah.
just straight.
Nice.
Patrick, I'd let him reconsider his positioning.
No.
Well, no, there were 2 there when he charged up there anyway.
Well, yeah,
No.
but he didn't know that there would be 3 there.
That is true. Yeah, you can move back to where you
No.
were.
This is Olo. He
You are in your element.
does things first and he thinks later. It's like I shouldn't have done that. Everything is good in hindsight. Okay, I'm gonna just do attack the one on the left, quarterstaff.
That hits.
Oh, sweet. That's a 10.
Yeah, you crack, and you can already see just this sort of black bruise move across its arm.
All right, and then going for second attack, quarterstaff, 5th,
That hits.
and then I'm gonna use one of my keys and go into defense.
All right. So yeah, you swing twice with your quarterstaff,
Dodge.
making contact, and you can see that there are just sort of bruises and welts popping up across this body, and then you go into sort of this staggering, sort of dancing kind of move, which appears like you're stumbling drunk, but is actually a very strong defense. Winthrop.
What? Didn't I have
Your turn.
disadvantage? No, didn't I have disadvantage?
Oh, you did, yes. So you're actually going.
Oh, it changed it
I'm
to
11.
it changed it to the second one. I never noticed. I was
Yeah,
like, why the
never
hell are you
mind, I
saying
got
my
it fixed.
name?
So Baka, you are up next.
All right. We will move up to here. We will grid maniacally.
Baka senpai.
We will spend our second 3rd level spell of the day. Whoops, I'm clicking it the wrong way. To pop down one of these.
All
That
right.
says, did it not come up?
Yep, it came up.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so, mwahahaha.
What do they look like?
Oh, they're just turtle guardians. So, there are the 2 real turtles and then just heavy armored turtles just standing here in union with me. And that was my action, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so bonus action will be to cast Shillelagh as well, because I forgot to say I'm doing that every minute on the minute. And that will be my turn.
All right. And with that, it is the ghasts, so they will all make wisdom saves that I doubt they'll make.
Oh, 1 did. 2 did.
You did. Nice. And 13 radiant. So yeah, I mean, these whirling little tortles and turtles, you can just see everywhere they touch, they leave these scorching white marks across the skin of these ghasts. And a couple of them look fairly badly hurt at this point, and then the 2 in sort of the back look injured, but still look fairly strong. And so this one right on top of Baka is going to try and claw at you. And it just manages to barely scratch across your shield, not doing anything. And that guy will move down and try and claw you as well. Nothing. The one next to Olo is going to try and claw you. And nothing with your patient defense. And the last one is going to simply just try and reach out and bite you. And no go. That just scrapes harmlessly across your arm, and you're able to sort of smack it away. Hollis.
For whatever reason, my vision is just filled with horror, but I don't know why. So Hollis is going to look up, then he's going to say, you know what? I think our animal friends up there have this, and he's just going to fire a hand crossbow. Just going to make sure I get the right one. At the most injured-looking one.
That hits.
And hit him for not a lot of damage. So 4 more damage on the most injured one.
All right, yeah. It hits, it staggers slightly backwards, but it is still on its feet. Beatrix.
That's what I got.
Sorry, any movement? Okay, Beatrix.
Okay, is there a way for me to get close to any of these guys with my movement?
Let's see. You could squeeze past Olo and Thorn, but you would basically have to climb the statue, so you wouldn't really have an opportunity to get in.
Can I do a
5, 15, 25.
Can I just?
Yeah, you'd just be able to force your way to right above Olo.
Is there a way I could force myself here?
No, because you can't move through their space.
All right, I will go here and I will start beating some asses.
All right. I assume the one on your right or the one diagonal? The one diagonal looks a lot more injured.
Yeah, I will attack that one first.
Okay. Hits.
Booyah!
Dead, sliced from sternum to shoulder.
Then the next one.
Hits again, and yeah, with that you manage to, give a very sort of, what would be a deadly slash, but it's parried down to just wound extremely grievously kind of instead. It staggers back. It looks like it's pretty bloodied.
I'm taking all my anger out on that I have for Winthrop out on these guys.
All right. With that, it is Winthrop.
Why would you be angry?
I will
Anyway.
just give you the wifely glare of like, you know what you did.
I'll shoot this guy. Sharpshooter, so no cover. And it's my first attack, so I get my 3 arrows.
Yep.
Oh, and I'll hunter's mark him as well.
Okay.
Okay, now second arrow.
Oh, yeah, he is barely standing. Your second arrow is going to take him down, so you've got one more shot.
Okay, I can still move, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna slide over
You can split your movement. You can split your attacks up with movement.
and attack that guy.
All right.
And I'll move hunter's mark to him.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Wait, why did it give me the plus?
'Cause you
Oh,
crit.
because of the crit, yeah. So 12 damage.
All right. Yeah, your arrow strikes true, and you can just hear it just sort of gasping. But yeah, there is just this green ichor that is flowing heavily from it. Thorn.
I think Thorn will just take a rapier attack against this the dude diagonal from him. Is that dude on death's door a second time?
He is.
Okay.
Well, they're all on death's door.
I know, so that's why I said a second time.
Unfortunately, your rapier does not make contact.
All right. I'm not too worried about surviving this.
Okay,
That's it for me.
Deep Walker bow.
All right, I am going to go for that one in between Baka and Olo with the wrong bow.
Okay.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Did you just say
hits.
the wrong bow?
Yeah,
Sure did.
my sister calls her longbow the wrong bow, so I just kind of picked up on it.
And yeah, with that shot finally just right through, sort of the neck and up through the hull, just it collapses down to the ground dead as well.
And then bonus action. Yeah, I'm going to duck behind here and hide.
Okay.
Stealth?
Yep.
Yeah, now it's working.
Olo, there is one left, and he's not looking too healthy.
Okay, so let's see what we can do for his health. I prescribe a lot of quarterstaffs.
Wants to be healthy.
That hits.
Ooh, health.
Ooh, yeah. You smack him once in the sternum, and it just kind of collapses over, and then you clobber him across the top of the head, and it sort of breaks the skin, and the head actually falls right off and rolls across the floor. We've solved my ghast problem.
There's Dr. Olo in the house.
Oh, I'm just going through the adventure zone, actually.
And with that, the shrine goes quiet. What would you guys like to do?
See, what were we up to?
I want to investigate that statue.
Start investigating the niche on the left side.
I will pass out guidance as needed, as I will lose concentration on my guardians.
All right. So you notice, Walker, that the statue itself is about 9 feet tall and clearly represents the trickster god Unk as a flail snail. And you guys also, just even with a cursory glance, notice that each of these undead has a small blue triangle tattooed on its forehead, which you recognize as the symbol of Raz Nisi.
Oh, so the Yuan-Ti were here.
Those bastards.
Keep track.
So yeah, and Olo, you see that in that little sort of alcove hanging on the wall is a fairly large metal key.
Does it look like one of those conventional keys, or does it has a more unique design?
It looks like it has a fairly unique design to it. So it's a hefty-sized iron key. And
can I reach it?
there are iron keys hanging in each of these niches.
Ah,
Any keyholes?
Are they just rings, or are they? Can you twist them? I mean, are they?
They're on pegs. You can lift them
Okay.
directly off the wall.
Okay, so they're meant for.
Give me.
Okay.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, Walker, if you're looking for a keyhole.
Are we still in initiative, or is that done?
Where you're out of initiative.
Effing really?
Oh, can't seem to find a key.
Yeah, you look around, and you do, after quite a lot of searching, and your eyes pass over it a couple of times. You do notice that the carved pedestal in the alcove here in the back has a keyhole set into its base.
We just have to
Okay.
choose the right key.
Yeah, so it's remember, we have to consider or contrast all options before acting.
do the keys that are hanging in the alcoves, Are they the same design, or are they different?
Looking at them, you say each one of them has a slightly different design.
Okay, here's the contrast.
We could leave Winthrop here to figure it out.
Why would we leave?
Because I'm so good at puzzles.
Giggity.
Ras Nisi is the was that the Yanti god?
Rasnisi, you've heard the name sort of entails. He was a former great hero paladin who was a great champion and fought for the city of Mesro and was fallen. And he created a gigantic army of the undead. And, about 100 years ago, died. But that's where the multitude of the undead in the jungles of Chult came from, was this massive undead army that he raised to attack Mesro with.
Okay, so it's not like this is the undead of a particular faction. This is just the undead that were here beforehand.
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
Sounds plausible.
Okay, so if I look in this alcove, there's a key in there as well, yes?
Yes. Each of those alcoves has a key. They are all similarly sized. They're all made of iron. But as Olo noticed, they are all slightly differently designed.
Contrast all options before acting.
So the designs, are there animals on them? Or how are the designs different?
The teeth of the keys are all different.
Can I try and make a wax key, like some kind of molding from the keyhole itself?
You mean put all the keys into one shape and then mold it into one wax?
Well, we have wax, right? Is there any way I can try and take a mold from the inside of the lock? I don't think so, but just asking.
I think they would tell you.
I could say you could use your thieves' tools to try and get a sense of what the pattern is.
Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
The wax, you would probably just gum up the lock.
You bring down ruin.
Yeah, so you put your thieves' tool in, and you're figuring out. You try and measure around everything on the inside, and as you are doing so, you hear something catch and click inside, and the flail snail statue in the center just starts gleaming, and a burst of bright radiant energy emits from around the statue. And I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Wasn't me this time.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Why don't you
everyone in the
yell at
temple.
her?
Because I'm cute.
I'm not married to her.
At least the married couple is catching the brunt of this.
Besides, I'm cuter than Winthrop.
All right, everybody who rolled under an 18.
Oh.
So Walker, Baca, Winthrop, Beatrix, you all take 34 radiant damage
Oh my god, was that necessary?
as a dazzling array of lights shoots out from the flail snail. But with that, Walker, I will also say that you get a sense of what the inside of the lock looks like once your eyes readjust and can focus again.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that, or else I'm down.
All right, so you take 17 radiant damage.
You know what? F this place. Fuck
All
this
right,
quest.
I figured it out.
I'm
Show me
done
the
with this
keys.
continent.
I go through the keys. How many match would I think?
Give me a perception check.
Oh my god, really? It's all freaking tens.
But even with that, even with a 10, you recognize that none of these individual keys match the lock.
Okay, Hollis has a hunch. I'm going to grab the key out of my alcove. And then I'm going to cross over to this alcove. I'm going to grab that key. And then I'm going to try to, like, press them together. Like, lay them alongside each other.
Yeah, as you sort of lay them alongside each other, you can see that the teeth inside don't quite line up, but it does. You get the sense that it looks like they align pretty easily.
Okay, so I can line the keys up, and I hold this up to Walker Bow and I say, is it more something like this, where if you press a bunch of them together, they'll form the right pattern?
Like a cube?
No, like if you lay either, because it says contrast the options. So I'm wondering if it's, instead of picking the right key, it's you have to lay the keys alongside each other until you get the right combination.
What if we just have to put the keys into the opposite stations that we found them in?
Well, give me another perception check, Deep Walker, as you look at the teeth of the keys that Hollis has joined together.
I am not a happy cat right now. Does that work, or am I just sitting there scratching my head, staring at him like it's gone nuts?
You're at this point. You kind of scratch your head and you're like, well, that might be a part of it, but just the two keys together don't give you enough information.
All right, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna just start collecting everybody's keys.
Yeah, just take my key and just mash them together.
And then
what do the teeth show?
I'm gonna start.
All right.
laying.
So when you put all 6 of them together. Deep Walker Bow, give me another perception check, and with Hollis assisting, you'll get advantage.
Oh, please.
Yeah, you
19.
think that with looking at all of these keys sort of pushed together in the design of the teeth, you feel, by sense of touch, you get the sense that, the 6 of these together probably fits the lock. It fits that shape of the 6 of them together fits the keyhole.
All right, we can try it, guys.
Stick all 6 of them in at once?
No, you cannot.
So we have something. I look at the keys. Does it look like I can maybe like slot them in together so that they match? Like they form one
keyhole
key?
can only fit a single key.
Oh, wait. Nope. I have an idea. So you say that the pattern matches, yes?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Hollis immediately walks outside.
Okay.
Shadow?
And I'm going to walk in here and I'm going to start clearing moss away.
All right. And after about a minute or so, you find a key hanging on the wall that matches the shape of those teeth that of the 6 keys put together.
Okay.
It doesn't even make you do a check for it.
Got it. And I walk back inside and I say, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, and I unlock the plinth.
Which way do you turn the key?
I don't know.
Oh,
Left.
shit!
The death way or the...
Would I have been able to tell that?
Would anyone have been able to tell that?
Which way do you turn the key, Hollis?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Should we all
I
leave?
look over
Let's
my-
all leave!
Hollis,
Let's all
Hollis
leave!
walked in
Left.
determinedly and did this.
Alright, let's...
I put-
left.
I put it in and I turn it left.
Counterclockwise.
We all gonna die.
Was that good? Walker?
Why wouldn't you turn it the right way?
That's what
Because
he
you
asked.
turn left to unlock.
You turn it to the you turn it to the left, and once again the statue behind you glows this
God
shimmering light, and
damn
another
it.
blast of dazzling rays shoots out. Everybody, dexterity saves, please.
Oh, I'm
God
gonna
damn it.
die.
You're off the musical.
There is nothing saying right.
I am getting your rival to write the music now.
I'm
Almost.
dead. I love you all. Yeah, I have a healing potion in my backpack. Please use it on me as I die.
Oh, we're gonna die
Hollis,
together. We're like
As
Romeo
soon
and
as
Juliet.
you,
No, we're not.
as soon as you, yeah, Hollis, as you turn the key to the left, you immediately sense you have made a mistake, and you quickly sort of dodge and duck out of the way, and you avoid these beams, as does Thorn, who quickly scampers up the wall. Everybody else, you take 31 radiant damage.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Down.
And
I'm
with
a
that,
minus
Hollis,
19. What does that mean?
I'm down.
you're just unconscious.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn the key to the right here. I'm going to pick up Beatrix's healing potion, run over to Baka, feed it to him, and then drag him back towards the group so that he can healing word us all.
All right.
You're gonna drag him?
No,
Aw.
I'm gonna sort of coax him
Jimmy.
because he's up now.
He's on his back on his shell, so he can rock him back and forth.
It's
I
gonna be
roll
like
him
a
over.
toddler trying to push something really heavy and his socks are sliding on the floor.
Come on, why do you weigh so much?
No, we figured this out last night. Technically speaking, it just reduces his movement speed.
Yeah, you can very slowly. You can push Baka across the floor, or you can give him the healing potion first.
I'll give him the healing potion first, and then he'll wake up to me pushing him across the floor. Why are you pushing? Just trust me.
Don't push there. Oh.
All right, so roll your 2d4 plus 2 for the healing potion.
Who?
Hollis.
Oh. You get 4
All
hit
right,
points
you
back.
regain 4 hit points, Baka. An angry turtle eye opens as you pour this potion down his throat.
All right. And
I'm
then I will
sorry!
use my last third level slot to cast this. Everyone gets 6.
In Hollis's defense, he absolutely had no idea turning left would do this to us. So, and chances are equally good turning right would have done the same.
Okay, I'm going to make sure that everybody is on their feet, and then I'm going to tell everyone to leave.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Fair enough.
Before I do, I will guidance you.
Thank you.
Smart idea, Hollis.
Yeah, not too far though, just in case.
I'm gonna close these doors.
I would prefer that you didn't.
Let's lock
Yeah,
you in.
well, I'd prefer not to have, yeah.
This is the first sensible thing you've said this whole trip, my dear.
How was I supposed to know?
I wasn't.
And
You're not my dear.
The marriage,
No, I'm just objecting in general.
the healing has begun.
Yes, the healing
with
is-
combined blame, the healing has begun.
I'm gonna hide behind the fucking pillar and turn it to the right.
You
Wait,
turn it to the right,
wait.
And
Wait, I have Mage Hand. Give the key to a Mage Hand and do it from there.
Well, too late.
Ah, shit.
yeah, Olo has a great idea just as Hollis finished turning the key. And Hollis, the pedestal grinds around on the spot. And as it turns, an ornate stone cube corkscrews up from a
thank God.
concealed hatch on its surface.
If I didn't hear a scream, we'll open the door.
Okay.
Whoa.
And
Hooray!
that cube pops up at the top of this pillar. So it is a sort of 3-inch by 3-inch cube, and engraved in it is a small flail snail.
Inside, we put the guy's severed leg, 3 gems, and a totem from, I think, a goblin.
Wait. What?
It was a Heradric cube joke.
I don't get it.
Diablo 2.
Oh, I get it. Scroll of Town Portal.
Yeah. Okay.
Very-
I'm gonna grab this puzzle cube, and then duck immediately behind the plinth. Did a beam?
All right, I need you to
Die.
do nothing. The puzzle cube comes off easily enough in your hand.
Okay. Excellent. And then I'm going to haul ass out of this room.
No, you're Hollis.
All right.
Hollis hauls ass.
Hollis
Yeah,
has
you,
All right.
you sprint across the room. Now, unfortunately, you come up against a pair of very heavy closed doors that
No,
you
we
are not
opened
strong
it.
enough to open. Okay,
We
you guys
opened
opened it? So, yeah,
When we didn't hear a
Hollis,
scream.
Hollis, you step out into the rain and you hold this small puzzle cube aloft, showing everybody.
Shut the
And
door
that's where we're
behind
going to end it for tonight, as the door closes behind him.
Okay, seriously, how the hell was I supposed to know turning it to the left would set off the trap?
Nobody knew.
Okay.
Hollis. Nobody's blaming you.
I'll repeat the what was the snails the snail flail snails metaphor at the beginning? Consider twice.
Contrast
Contra-
everything.
Oh yeah, Winthrop will
contrast
look
everything.
right down his nose and then say that right at Hollis.
That
Maybe
was
the-
for the key shapes, you pillock.
The wine-
Oh my god. I am blameless here.
Walkerbo's gonna start casting Mage Hand at the beginning of each session now.
Have it follow you around.
You don't have to
Yes.
cast it. It's just always with you.
Oh, I give that the Winthrop ringing endorsement of the session.
Excellent. Well, wow,
I thought the
just in time.
ringing endorsement was for the bell tower.
It was, but I need to pass it on now. It's bad mojo.
Yes, clearly.
Cool.
But you guys have collected your first puzzle cube.
All right. You need
Ooh.
XP for all that?
Huzzah! Can I just take a nap for hours now?
Dude, we're not even at lunch yet.
It's 10 a.m..
I want lunch now, and I want dinner now, and I want a nap.
Look, you still probably have a lot of hit die left.
Oh, can
Uh,
Dave collect a bunch of those keys so we'll put those on display?
Dave's
You
not
certainly
here,
can.
man.
Dave's not here. You can collect
Oh,
them
yeah.
and bring them back for him.
I will.
So you guys get regular 257 XP.
One sec.
And
Meat grinder is 282.
Okay.
And you get 5 downtime days.
Whoop whoop.
how
Can we
much
spend them
XP?
now to have a nap?
How much XP do we get for the gnome almost killing us?
Or the husband almost killing us.
It's more of a life lesson than
Life experience.
XP for it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes, don't
All
let
right.
Hollis turn the key in an eminently reasonable direction.
Oh yeah, and ringing a bell's an issue. I'll ring your bell.
I'm not blaming you for ringing the bell. I thought it was solid.
Somebody.
And this is where we will pick up tomorrow night. Thank you for watching, everybody, for this very special Wednesday edition.
Catch us tomorrow. Same bat time. Same bat channel.
And come on, viewers, it wasn't solid. It cracked.
And I would like to thank all our viewers tonight. Commander Root, Give Me Honey Now, Land Fusion, Matt Mon Gaming, Memory Lapse DM, and ZLT.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about
Lettuce,
that?
tomato.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, Patrick.
See ya!
See ya.
Thank
Nighty
you,
night.
everybody. Let me know how you guys liked the trap if you were watching.
It was a fun trap. It was not Beatrix's day.